Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for mid-February 2024. We're going to jump right in here and, well, I didn't want to do that, but okay. You have this nightingale spirit, and the nightingale is about being fearless, being bold, really going for something here. I feel like you're thinking about communicating with someone or something, and, I do feel that, maybe you have like a little bit of a lump in your throat here, Scorpio, so... I kind of feel like it is time for you to speak up in some sort of situation, whether you're, this could be love, like you could be wanting to communicate with a person or you could be interested in a person. I know what this is. I feel like this person, I feel like some of you are kind of like wondering, this is not for all of you, of course, but some of you are wondering if someone would be interested in you, and I do feel like this person is or would be interested in you. I kind of get this weird feeling that this person has no clue who you are or vice versa, right? Take it how it resonates. I have no clue. But what I would say is I kind of feel like it is time. I didn't pull a crossing energy. I feel it's time to speak up in a situation, especially if you're like looking for love or interest. It could be any sign, really. You have like everything here. So, fire, water stand out to me. I think you always get fire and water. Capricorn, could be any sign. But anyway, you start with the Queen of Swords here. Well, really, I want to talk about this. This right here is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. This Nightingale spirit can represent being fearless, being bold, represents needing to kind of speak up, needing to say something. But there's this tiny bird on this gigantic ass egg right here. And, I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like saying that you have much more power than you realize. You also have this whale spirit, which, same thing. It kind of says that, it's about diving deep and blah, 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 all this other stuff. But it kind of says you have much more power than you realize. When you think about it, whales are like gentle creatures, and for the most part. So, but if they wanted to, they could do a lot of damage. So, I feel for a lot of you, there's something here about maybe you needing to realize how powerful you are, or how powerful your words are, or how powerful communication could be, not just in love, but obviously, but like all areas of your life. You have the Queen of Swords here. It's almost like I do feel like saying you have your eye on a person. Again, I'm not calling you out. I feel like I said this to you in your last reading. I'm having major deja vu. It's like almost like you have spotted a person, or you have your eye on a person. Could be a friend, because you have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands. Both cards to me represent socializing. We'll talk about that in a second, but it could be like a friend or part of a social group or something like that. Five of Wands, sometimes I feel, and the Eight of Wands, that you could be meeting a person through social media as well. So you could be sliding into someone's DMs, whatever you kids do nowadays. But, again, I think that you have your eye on something. And again, even if you don't want love, I feel like you have your eye on something that you're trying to accomplish. And, it looks really, really good. Like you could be accomplishing something great here, Scorpio. For your crossing energy, you have the Four of Cups, too many disappointments. I think this is honestly the problem for all water signs. I think that water signs are just too used to being disappointed. And the problem with that is like when you have too many disappointments, then you feel like you're never going to have anything that you want, especially if you've been disappointed too many times in a row. So, I kind of feel like that's happened to you. And really there's like, I wish I had a better thing to say to you, but, really I think the secret is to just get over it, right? And so, that's what I would do there. You have the Eight of Wands coming up in the area of your thoughts. So again, if you're thinking about communicating with a person or like flirting with a person, I think that's what I said last week to you, or whatever I said, I don't remember. But, I think that if you're thinking that, I would do it. I think things will move forward very quickly here. It looks really good. It's probably going to be some sort of adventure as well. You go down here to the Page of Wands, to the Three of Wands. Both cards of adventure, both cards of kind of going on adventure or traveling or, doing something like that. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be like traveling with the person. You could be needing to travel with a person, or like needing to meet up with a person or something like that. There you go. So there's a little confirmation for you, right? You have the Two of Cups in the area of your foundation. I kind of feel this is everything, really. Two of Cups could be love. So again, there could be a very solid connection coming in for you. Two of Cups, also another card of communication. There is this right here is a staff of Hermes, and it represents communication. So I think a lot of you could be communicating with a person, or you're about to, or you need to, take it how it resonates. And, I think that you two are very different, but I also feel that it works. Two of Cups is meant to be two people who are very different than each other, but, that would do well together. So, I feel like there needs to be communication. You're different, but I would go for it. I also think that this represents everything, in the sense that you are kind of like matching, your energy is matching the things that you're the experiences, your environment, or something like that. I don't know. Weird message to get here. I think it's a good thing, obviously, because it's like your energy is very similar to the things that are surrounding you, is kind of what I feel like saying. So it's almost like you are in alignment, or that this is saying that your foundation is very stable because you are getting in alignment with your environment or something like that. I don't know. Pretty weird, but there you go. In the area of your past, this is the energy that you're moving past. You have the Knight of Cups. I actually weirdly feel pretty good about this as well. Knight of Cups can be a dreamy energy. It can be a knight in shining armor. There definitely could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you here if you want that. But I also feel sometimes that the Knight of Cups is like a dream. But what this is saying to me is that you're moving away from a dream and actually bringing it into reality. So that's why I feel this is a good thing. It's like something no longer only exists up here. Like there's something physical that you are creating, or there is something physical that you are manifesting here on Earth. It looks pretty good to me. You even have this butterfly, and when you think about it, a butterfly undergoes like a deep transformation or a great change in their life, right? They go from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And, so you could almost say like you've been in caterpillar soup, right? Where a caterpillar turns into caterpillar soup in its chrysalis before it becomes a butterfly. And so I feel like you've gone from soup to butterfly or something. And, butterflies also are very fragile, right? So I think that you've gone through a stage where something has been very fragile, but something is becoming more solid. And that's really what I get here in this reading. It's like you were only scratching the surface in the past. The interesting thing is that in the very near future, you have the whale, which says you are diving deep. You're taking something from the surface to a deeper level here, whatever it is. For a lot of you, I feel this could be like some sort of project or something that you've been working on, Scorpio. I am cheating a little bit because according to Chris's crappy astrology here, I think that some of you, just looking at the astrology for Scorpio, I think a lot of you have been scratching the surface of something and now you're diving deep. Even, what was that? At the beginning of the year, which I can't believe we're already in like freaking the middle of February, but, at the beginning of the year, I did a reading with Christopher from Series Joy, the other Chris, right? And I said to Scorpio, I remember what I said to you. It's like almost like in my head, I see Scorpio. It's like you live under one rock, and it's like now you're going and you're like visiting other rocks that exist like in your environment. You're like diving deeper. You are exploring what else is outside of your home, but your home doesn't literally have to be your home. It could be your comfort zone. Maybe you have a business and expanding your comfort zone would be, starting social media for your business or something like that. Like there's a million examples, but that's what I mean by diving deep. And I think that diving deep, you are going to realize that you are a whale. I'm not calling you a whale. I'm just saying that you have the power to be big and to dive deep and to explore great depths. And that's what it seems like to me. And I feel very powerful about it. I think it's a very powerful thing. You have the Page of Wands, again, definitely exploration. Page of Wands follows his enthusiasm. I definitely encourage water signs to follow their enthusiasm at this time. If something excites you, then it's probably for you. So, go for it. There you go. That's all I feel like saying there. Next, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands says, what are you waiting for? Three of Wands is coming up in the area of your future, your next few months, I should say. And Three of Wands is a good card of progress, growth, expansion. And so I feel like you could be expanding out into the world, or you are, having some expansion or creating expansion, or you are expanding or something like that. So, I definitely really like to see that. I also feel like I see you reaching out. It's like weird. That is a weird message. I'm not sure what this means. But it's not like you're like, yeah, some of you could be communicating with a person. That's not what I'm talking about here. That could be going on, but I see you, it's almost like you're, testing your boundaries. Let's put it that way. It's like, sometimes I think, this is for growth purposes. It's like you're saying, I want to grow my business. So it's like, maybe you try something and, a way out there idea over in this direction, and you try something over here. I don't know. That's how I see it in my head, but those are the words that are popping into my head. And I do feel that in those moments where you're reaching out, where you're kind of pushing yourself past that point where you would normally give up, right? That's where the success is coming from with the Three Wands. Damn, pretty good. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Five of Wands. Again, water signs, I believe, and especially you, need to be careful of close relationships. Not in the sense that you have to avoid people or anything like that, but if people are causing problems, or if people are getting in your way, I don't even think we have to do anything. We don't have to be like dramatic about this or anything. I think we just need to make sure that we are making decisions from ourselves, right? And we need to make sure that other people aren't making decisions for us based off their own insecurities or their own issues or whatever the case may be. So, there you go. I think that some of you clearly need to do that with the Five of Wands. I don't feel too bad. Like, personally, I kind of like the Five of Wands because, yeah, it's a card of conflict and competition, but it's not necessarily a bad card. It can be a card where these people are fighting, but they are training. They are learning how to fight. So I feel for some of you that you are like learning how to fight with the Five of Wands. You have the Moon here, and the Moon is a card that kind of says you need to keep pushing. This is showing up in the area of your future feelings. So you could be a little bit more withdrawn, but again, there's a path straight down the middle of the Moon, and there are some mountains in the background. And I always say that you need to get to those mountains. The mountains represent an achievement, or they represent you accomplishing something. And so I really feel you could be accomplishing something great here, but you have to like get to the mountains to accomplish whatever it is that you're accomplishing, right? You have to kind of like push yourself. And so that's what I feel like you need to do here. You could have a little bit like I kind of feel like it's like, do I feel bad about this? No, is what I would say. I feel like there are moments coming up over the next few months where it's like you're not sure like what's going to happen in your life, or you're not sure of what's like around that next corner, but no one is. So I would just keep pushing here, and I would keep your eye on the prize. The Moon to me says you need to keep your eye on the prize. Nowhere on the Moon does it say stop. It's part of the Fool's journey. You have to get to those mountains. The mountains represent an achievement. So, keep pushing towards whatever you're trying to accomplish. Your outcome is the Devil. I actually feel pretty good about this here, all this, but the Devil can represent toxic energy. Obviously, I would be careful of anything toxic in your life. Sometimes with the Devil, I think that it represents root chakra energy. These people right here, they have animal horns on their heads. Animal horns kind of represent our baser instincts. And so sometimes I feel with the Devil, we actually have a creative idea, like a root chakra idea that we need to bring up to our head and express into the world. We're going to clarify in a second, but that's kind of what I feel here. You have these two cards as well, the Hyena and the Bat, both kind of like nocturnal cards, right? Nighttime cards. The Hyena is about needing to have more fun, needing to joke, play, not take things too seriously. At the same time, the Hyena can represent needing to take your goals more seriously. So I feel for some of you, it could be a time where you need to really dig into your goals. The Bat is kind of like about operating in the darkness, being able to move forward without knowing what to do. So it fits in very well with that Moon. There is a full moon on the Bat as well. So I kind of feel that some of you, like I said, you're not exactly sure how you're going to accomplish certain things that you want to accomplish, but I think you just need to keep pushing anyway, Scorpio. With the Queen of Swords, what do you know? With the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups, you have the Devil. I think that if you have a past person or something that you see this, you already know what you need to know about this person. So, I would just keep it moving forward, right? With the Eight of Wands, here you go. Are you kidding me? You have the Lovers. Yes, definitely. I think that there is true love, like a new person coming in for you. There is something here about you needing to be brave, or needing to be brave to talk to this person or something like that. So, I definitely feel that here, especially if it's a friend. Eight of Wands definitely could be a friend or someone who's close to you. So, it could be one of those things where, they're a friend. Maybe you don't want to lose them as a friend or something like that. But, again, I would speak up here because I think they're probably wanting to speak to you too. So there you go. It could also be, again, a person that you just haven't talked to yet and you have to talk to them or you have to flirt with them. So I would do something here. And I feel like I said the exact same thing in your last reading. What do you know? With the Two of Cups, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands says you have to leave a comfort zone. He's standing at the top of this castle. He has his village right down here, and this card represents leaving a comfort zone. He has the whole world in his hands, and something behind him is complete, but he's reaching forward to something new. So again, I feel that this could say that reaching out to a new person would be a good idea, or getting into something new. The Two of Wands about taking the lead as well. So again, I feel like that you are taking the lead on this right here, Page of Wands to the Moon card. Page of Wands to the Moon card is a new journey, something that you're developing with the butterfly here, and something that you've been working on for a long time. And so I feel like you are developing like a side hustle or your career or something like that. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work and focusing on quality. It's funny that I said something about how the Knight of Cups could be some dream that you have that you're now adding structure to, and you have the Three of Pentacles. So that's kind of where I think this is going with this Three of Pentacles here, is that you're adding structure to a dream or to something that you're dreaming of, and you're bringing it to earth. Again, I feel this is a good thing. With the Page of Wands, you have the Page of Wands. Yes, definitely needing to move towards your enthusiasm. So if you're excited or you feel enthusiastic or you feel that you need to move towards something, I would definitely do it. It's going to make you very successful, whatever it is. This could be a business idea, a career idea, could be anything. So, I would definitely move in those new directions. With the Three of Wands, you have the Hermit here. The Hermit is about, again, needing to open up. So we see a lot of this energy in your reading of needing to open up to something, needing to be bold and assertive with the Nightingale, the Whale needing to dive deeper. And this was not in reverse. I don't know why I'm holding it in reverse, but the Hermit is kind of about shining your inner light. The Hermit also kind of makes me believe that you've earned something. It's almost like, it's almost like this reading is saying you want to accomplish something big. Nightingale, tiny little bird with a gigantic ass egg. The Whale, big ass animal, right? So there's something big ass that you want to accomplish in this reading. And the Hermit says you've earned it. The Hermit really is saying to me that you should go for it. Whether this is love, business, something that you're working on, whatever. With the Five of Wands, you have the Three of Wands. Yes, what are you waiting for? Time to make your move. I do feel like some of you could be working on something where there is a lot of competition. But as I always say, it's like if something is for you, it's for you. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it. People always ask me, obviously because of what I do, people always ask me, they say, I want to start a tarot channel. Is there too much competition? I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. If you want to do it, just do it. And it doesn't matter how many people there are. There will always be someone who rises to the top. There will always be someone new. Right? There will always be someone who comes up with a better way to do this, right? Which no one has. Yeah, I can't even, I've been racking my brain for years, trying to think, I'm like, how could I make this more exciting? How could I present this in a different way? And I don't know. I just haven't thought of anything yet, right? But someone will. Someone is going to come up with an idea or a different way of doing tarot online, and they're probably going to crush it. So, again, I always tell people, and that's just an example, right? Whatever you want to do in your life, there's probably there is probably a unique way or a different way that will help you rise above the competition. So there is no competition. Yes, with the Moon, you have the Fool. Definitely, this whole entire reading is encouraging you to take a risk or to take some sort of leap of faith, of course. So there is some sort of risk here. I also feel that you could be having a new beginning in your life. With the Devil, you have the Sun. The Sun is interesting because the Sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to. So the Sun, of course, makes the whole entire reading more positive. And it's funny that there's a lot of darkness here. But then you have the Sun, which says that, of course, you will be stepping into the light, or that you could be getting some inner answers or some new understandings. Also a card of fun. And we had that Hyena card, which encourages you to have fun. So I would encourage you to have more fun, laughter, joy, and do more of those things in your life that bring those feelings into your life, because, that's a great place to manifest from. So let's see what is going on for you here, Scorpio. We're going to pull 5 main themes. You have this protection card. Something is protected. It could just be you that is protected. There's a risk that you want to take. You clearly want to dive deep into something. You want to make a full commitment to your career, or maybe you want to make a full commitment to a new direction or new ideas or something that you think would be fun in your life. And, again, clearly this is protected and you should do it. You have this idealism card. I kind of feel weird about this. I feel in a lot of ways that you could be moving towards something, and I think that, I don't think anything is ideal. Nothing is perfect in life, of course. And, I almost feel, though, that you could be entering into a situation where things just seem to work out. And I feel like that is a clue for you. If this is love or a business or whatever, the things just going well is confirmation that you're going in the right direction. So there you go. You have this, are you kidding? You have this enthusiasm card. It literally says enthusiasm on it. How many times have I said that in this reading? 900 times, right? So you are feeling very enthusiastic and excited about something. And I feel like you need to move towards that thing, whatever it is, whether it's a person, a business, an idea, your health, something that you're working on, whatever it is. I think that you need to work on it. It's kind of, by the way, if you're attracting a person, I feel like you see that this person is fragile, or maybe you're attracting a person who has been through something like a bad relationship. So maybe you're trying to take your time or something as well. Definitely popping into my head, but there's clearly something solid coming in here. You have this negotiation card. This is a card of negotiating, obviously, kind of like going back and forth. I do get like something here. If you're dealing with someone toxic or something, there could be a negotiation going on here. I want to see what else. I want to get more information on that. You have this convention card. Okay, this is sometimes I don't like that negotiation card because I feel like there is no negotiation. And so I asked for clarity. You have this convention card. Convention is the way things have always been done. So it's funny that there's a moon and a sun here. You have the moon and the sun right here. So I kind of feel like it's saying that if you are trying to accomplish anything in your life, that really there is no negotiation. Just go for what you want and don't be afraid to break free from convention. You have this vision card here. A lot of people get this card nowadays, and I think that our vision is very important. Like our focus, what we focus on is going to be very important moving forward into the future. So I think that you need to maintain your focus and stay focused on exactly what you want in life so that you can have, so that you can manifest something like bigger and better into your life. So I would maintain your vision. This is also Pisces. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. I do feel that. There could be you could be, if you want love, by the way, you could be attracting anything. You literally have everything here. So there you go. But this looks really interesting. I think that you're about to accomplish something big. It's something that you've already been working on, and it's something that's coming from inside of you with the Nightingale. But looks really good here, Scorpio. I like where this is going. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.